Hello friends from Brooks Camp in Katmai National Park. In part 1 of our video series, we packed up our gear and flew from Anchorage to King Salmon on Alaska Airlines, then hopped on a float plane to reach Brooks Camp. We checked in with the park rangers for bear school and set up our campsite and got some food to eat, and now it's time for the real adventure. Let's go see if we can find some bears. We are gonna take our first walk out to the falls and hopefully see some bears. Always open and close gates behind you. There's a bunch of people. I think that means there's a bear. It's exciting.
There's no riding on the boardwalks.
Well, the snow. Bennett says he's only ever seen one brown bear in the wild before.
No. They see each other. It is okay.
First bear.
But it is really good.
Just like right there. She's just fishing and looking around for stuff and eating grass. It's amazing. I finally got myself a zoom lens so we can capture a little bit of it for you all. I feel very excited to have seen a bear night 1. So it's like we weren't skunked. The visitor center, maybe a mile 0.2 to the actual falls. A little bit of it is here on a bridge, but a lot of it's just in bear country, so always gotta lock the gates. There was a lady there talking about the bear, how she is a smaller bear. She has a cousin bear that she hangs out with. Sometimes they'll like chase each other down these walking paths, so you gotta get out of the way, and they're just chasing each other because they're close to each other. Anyways, more bear scat. Okay, so it's closed 10 p.m. All right. I'm hearing the water. Maybe we're finally getting there. It's kind of scary to have a bear cut out there. Like, ooh, bear got on the boardwalk, because that would be scary if one did get on the boardwalk. Yeah, I think this is the riffles. Somebody said there may be a bear up here. Oh, I think this is one we were watching on the live stream. Yeah, I think so. We're here. This is amazing. This is a big one. There. Yeah. Bear's moving upstream, so we're gonna move up to the falls. Tons of salmon are jumping right now, which makes it exciting. Maybe he's gonna go feed up there.
Whatever he is. Oh, he's good size.
He's going.
I think he may have been just resting up.
I think he was resting, and now he's gonna come. Thank you.
Go ahead.
Oh, he's gonna come catch it. This is incredible. I cannot tell you how amazing it was to watch this bear fish up at the falls. I also don't think we knew how lucky we were to witness his fishing and a successful catch this early on in the trip. After devouring his first fish, this guy gave us another show by heading back out to fish again up in the falls. Before too long, this guy arrived. His name is Chunk. He has won Fattest Bear several times here at Katmai, but he is in some pretty bad shape. You might notice he has a broken jaw. He was also in a fight earlier in the day that made him have a limp and a gash across his back, but we still watched him successfully catch a salmon and bring it over to the side where the water wasn't so swift, and he was able to eat it. He was much slower than the other bears, but we were glad to see he did get some food in him. This smaller bear brought its salmon up into the woods to eat it.
I can't get it too zoomed in.
Yeah. I can get it on the GoPro though. Kind of.
It's focusing on the trees.
She's going back out to fish. Get another one. As we're walking on these boardwalks, you can just see all sorts of bear trails going underneath here, and it's amazing how quickly the bears just disappear into the brush. So our count is 3 or 4 bears. We think that one of them may have been a repeat from what we saw at the very beginning, but all I can say is, wow, what a great start. There's some things that said coming in June, you wouldn't maybe see any bears at the falls, because there wouldn't be any salmon yet, but there's definitely salmon, and there's definitely some bears starting to show up. So I feel very lucky. If you're wondering when I'm filming this, is June 20th, 21st, 22nd. June 22nd. We're gonna make our way back to camp, and we'll see what we see along the way. Oh, okay.
This way.
Oh my goodness. Dad, back up. Dad, back. Bears! 2 bears coming. Back up.
Back up.
Okay, Dad, back up. Grandpa, back up.
Back in the woods.
Yeah.
Mama and baby. So cute.
Hold up.
They don't like us approaching. That was our first mom and cub and first trail experience. It definitely makes you realize that you do have to keep your eyes on a swivel. Head on a swivel. So we're back on the first boardwalk. We're watching another bear here exploring some boats, and it just got in the boat. There's no people in the boat, thankfully, but oh my goodness gracious.
Should we keep filming?
Yeah.
Wait, what do you guys do in that boat?
We're at 8 bears. Oh, there's another one coming out this side. This is a good time.
Oh God, look at that.
That might be the one we just saw, you think? 9:23 at night. They're all coming out.
They come out in the evening.
Like, look at this side, look at this side. Bennett's having so much fun taking pictures. kind of got in my head a few days ago, reading some online forums, thinking the bears are not going to be here yet. And I was like, oh, I invited all this family to come, and what if there's no bears? This is incredible. I'm just so grateful. Bennett just said, thanks, Mom, for this trip. This is something I can do with a broken arm. I'm glad we can share it together. So cool. We came back down to walk along the beach, and it's so strange. This is a very highly volcanic area. We were going to go explore some of that in a future day. Pumice, so it floats. You think it's rocks, but then you pick it up and it weighs almost nothing. Pumice. We made it back to camp. Time to get our stuff set up. We didn't really have time to get our bed set up and things before we left because we just wanted to go get dinner. Just check out a little bit more of camp before it gets too dark. We're at the point in summer though where it doesn't get that dark. So it is still pretty light out. Ow! I've gotten a little bit chilled. I need to get more layers on. All food has to be consumed inside these buildings. You have to have a hard side. You cannot cook anything over a campfire, but you can have a campfire for warmth and ambiance. The lake here looks like we could do some chopping. They have an axe there. Almost no firewood, but could put some work in there. Very peaceful out on the lake. This is an electric fence. It does not guarantee that bears will not get in, but it is a bear deterrent. And then they do everything they can by keeping the food and the smelly things in these buildings and out of the tents to keep people safe. It's been 40 years since a bear became a problem because of messing with humans. So that's pretty amazing. And it's because of all these precautions they have in place. So we got pit toilets here, a place to store our stuff, and a place to wash dishes when you've eaten. This is the stuff that I'm keeping in this, anything that has any sense. Toothpaste, body wash, deodorant, chapstick, all has to stay in here. So we're gonna use it and then lock it up. Slept through the night. Now we are on to day 2. More bear viewing on the schedule for today, but we are starting with breakfast. We are in this little 3-sided building. This is where you have to consume all of your food in the campsite. We just brought quick, easy food. We got a jet boil here. Boil some water. Bennett's gonna have some Morning Glory oatmeal. That's how we're eating most of our food. Yesterday we did try out the lodge for dinner. It was great, but it was a lot of food and very expensive. So we're gonna switch off between making our own food and eating at the lodge throughout our couple days here. And we'll bring you along for the fun. Beautiful morning here on Lake Naknek. Couldn't really see those mountains yesterday. All these rocks here are pumice. So you think they're going to be heavy, and they're just so light.
Look at this, one-handing it. And they float.
Yeah.
Floating rock, huh?
Oh, that one was amazing.
That was a boulder, and then it didn't sink.
That was amazing. Take some home and scrub my toilet with it.
Look.
Yeah.
Here's a bigger
We
one.
are walking among bear tracks here on the beach. Human tracks and bear tracks. I think that might be the largest pile of bear scat I've ever seen. Oh, there's a big paw print. I have to sit out here at some point and watch for bears on the beach.
Extra toe. See the nails?
Here, Bennett, put your hand by that one. Wow.
This one being dry, really.
That's huge. Like,
There's our plane. There's another one.
what'd you say?
These ones are turbo.
Okay, we're gonna go check out the Katmai Trading Post. The Katmai Trading Post is a gift shop, but also has some other supplies and is also where you come to rent fishing gear or canoes, things like that, that you can take out on the lake. Lots of great souvenirs. They've got a fridge full of cold sodas and drinks, a few supplies for bug bites. They also sell fuel canisters for your camping stove here at the Katmai Trading Post because you cannot fly in the small airplanes with the fuel canisters. They don't allow you to bring them. This is where you would purchase it. But when you are in Katmai, we found that people leave behind their fuel canisters because, again, you can't fly with them. So you always check the fuel canister cabinet in camp and see if there's any available before purchasing one. I think the most common thing I saw bought in the Katmai Trading Post was the bug nets for going over your head. There are these little black flies that fly around and can get really annoying. We're about 10 steps onto the boardwalk and I just spotted our first bear.
It's just all over here in the water.
There must be action up at the falls because there's not many people hanging out here and we've got this bear to ourselves. You can see the mountains better today than yesterday. Everything's quite wet. It rained for several hours in the night, but thankfully now just nice. You see all those salmon in there? Wow. Yay for salmon, because salmon means bears. Whole school of fish. If you can see all these little
Those are good
gray.
size, too, aren't they?
Yeah, and that's
Wow.
All right, we just ran into some people as we're walking and I said, oh, there's a bunny Bennett to the left.
Look at them go. Look at them go. He's across the
We're
road.
seeing rabbits. I'm surprised there's rabbits around with so many bears.
where'd it go?
It went in.
I forgot to.
Apparently there's some bears up here sleeping on the trail, so we may have a traffic jam. Ooh, I think I have too many layers on. I'm getting warm while we walk. Now that I know the trail, it seems faster. Yesterday, just not knowing where it was gonna end and things, it just felt like it was a while.
And one's just there.
Oh, yeah, there's one up on the...
One wood.
All right, we made it. 2 bears here at the falls. One just went up that, walked up, and then we could see 2, but I guess there's 5 bears right now. Oh yeah, okay.
There's 4 right here.
One just walked.
Where? Show me. Okay, 1, 2.
There's one over here right under the other platform.
Oh, got it. I see it now. Yep. Actually see 4 bears up at the falls, so we're gonna go to the next platform because they're all right there. It's gonna be packed, but I think we'll get a good view before the day. The people that are coming just for day trips should be arriving soon, so we want to make sure we get a view and then give them time to look too. This is exciting. 4 bears. This is one of the only places where you could ever find brown bears congregating because there are so many salmon. Usually they don't want anything to do with each other, and they do fight here. We've seen a bear yesterday that had been in a fight, had like almost probably a broken jaw, big gash across his back. These are some big ones here.
Here he comes. Oh, isn't that beautiful? The other one's coming.
These 2 are kind of following each other. Oh, they're all coming. No?
Oh, look, it's scratching.
That one was scratching his back. We should have stayed at the other platform.
More.
Because they're all heading back that way.
He could take it.
He's gonna poop.
Yeah.
What's he walking like that for?
He's peeing.
Oh, how funny.
And he's like growling at the other one.
Oh, Dad, we couldn't see all the fishermen.
Oh.
They're all gonna get joined by the bears now. Each time we saw a bear do something different or new, it felt exciting. It was almost like checking off a bingo card, like see a bear catch a fish, check. See a baby bear and a mama bear, check. See a bear up on the falls, check. It seemed like there was always something new and fun going on. Watching a couple bears here, one, and then there's one here trying to fish. We're back up to 4 bears out here. Seeing multiple bears at one time just was really exciting. It was kind of hard to keep track of all the different places they were. Talking to the park rangers, when the season really picks up, you can see 20 to 40 bears at one time in this stretch of river, which I can't even imagine because just seeing 6 or 7 or even 2 or 3 felt amazing. Well, it seems like all the bears went to take their afternoon naps, and the salmon have not made their way up to the falls yet today. They said maybe there were some there earlier in the morning. We watched a bear try to fish for over an hour and couldn't catch anything, so got a little bit slow there at the falls. So we're gonna walk back, have a snack, maybe some lunch, and then decide what to do from there on. But while we walk, we're still just being vigilant, looking around. The sun has come out, which was a surprise. Had to shed a few layers. Beautiful day. Woo, bear. Woo.
It's like black, that's why.
We found the fish. They are just piling up down here at the mouth of the lake. So hopefully they'll make their way up to the falls and we can see some action later today. Holy cow, there's a lot. No, Bennett, don't.
You scattered them. They went back. Whoop.
Woo. It's before noon, and we've seen 9 bears, which is what we saw yesterday. So see how many we see by the end of the day. We're spotting a bunch of trout hanging out with the salmon. They're a good sized trout. You can also catch grayling here and salmon. You are allowed to fish, fly fish. They have certain rules. You got to cut your line if a bear approaches, but there are a lot of people fishing. Okay, we're walking back towards camp. These are the little cabins. They got a couple beds inside and then a bathroom.
That's the best part.
Probably a little table. We're gonna go back and make a mountain house lunch. Just relax for a little bit. Wait for those salmon to make their way up the river. Okay, so we just got back to camp. We were just about to get our stuff out of the food cache, and 2 bears walked by on the beach. So cool.
Just right here.
And we were just right there. 2 bears walking the beach.
That's 12 today. Or something.
Well, they got what they paid for.
It's 11.
Came to see bears.
There they are.
Polynesian chicken for
4.
needed one more.
There's a lot of stuff.
We're just leaving camp. They're closing up the electric fence, and right outside there's this fresh pile of bear scat. And when my brother and sister-in-law came back while we were eating lunch, they met a bear on this trail. It was a big bear. So they're around, even right next to camp. Came to the lodge for a few minutes after lunch. We're charging some of our camera batteries and phones, resting up. Then we're gonna head back out and see the bears again at 3 o'clock. We had a little rest and siesta. It's gotten a little bit rainy, but we're gonna head out, see if we can see some fish jumping. Ooh. Look for bears again. They tend to come out again in the afternoon. Well, we're on this first boardwalk just a few steps from the lodge, and this is our 5th time on this boardwalk and 5th time we've seen a bear, so this one's scaring away a bunch of fishermen. It's forcing them to come back down the river. It's just like going right where they wanted to be. As we watched the bears over the different days, we started to see similar patterns in some of the bears. It was interesting how bigger, older bears would come and just sit in the falls and wait for a fish to swim by, and other bears were much more active in their fishing, snorkeling, looking for fish down in the water, and belly flopping to try and catch them. I loved it when these more active bears showed up and snorkeled through the water and just had a lot more energy in their fishing. No fish, so they decided to come eat grass. Well, we walked out. There were 3 bears, and then they all went away, and then now the waterfall just sounds like white noise, and I want to take a nap. Makes me sleepy, but we're gonna wait and see if another batch of bears come in. Well, that trip to the falls was a little bit exciting at the beginning and then proved to be very uneventful. There were some fish jumping towards the end. They count the fish every half hour when there's a ranger out there. Right now there's anywhere from 1 fish, well, they count it for 1 minute on the half hour on the hour. Right now there's anywhere from 1 to 10 fish when they count that minute of fish going up the falls.
5 an hour.
So they're averaging about 5 an hour. When this salmon run is at its peak, they will count 450. I don't know how you would count that many though.
I count them by 10.
By 10s? How? Like each fish counts as a 10? They watch one area? Anyways, they say it averages about 400 to 450 when it's at its peak. So we are definitely early for that, but
Either that or they just video it.
it also gets a lot more busy with people come that time. So we're glad for the bears and the fish we have seen.
It's like there's a lot of bears and there's not.
We did find a little bit of bear fur on a tree stump where they probably were scratching their back or hiney. This tree has been scraped along the path. There's little bits of hair stuck all in the bark. Nice little scratching post along the way. We are headed back for dinner, and then we'll probably head out one more time. And it just said we're at around 14,000 steps for the day. Lots of walking. Thankfully, there's a little bathroom about halfway down the trail, so you can stop in for a pit stop. I feel like every meal we pull out is a different brand. This one is a Thrive Life cheesy chicken with rice, white chicken, meat, green beans, mushrooms, and cheese sauce. The rest of the family's eating at the lodge, but we're eating our meals here, as much as we can.
We're not going home with food.
We're also gonna have this apple crisp, but it's tempting just to eat all these freeze-dried apples. They just have some like cinnamon on them. They're so good. Reminds me I need to make more freeze-dried fruit. Okay, I'm gonna save it for dessert, but it's tasty. I'm gonna play a game of Skippo while we wait. Didn't realize they brought a brand new in the box game of Skippo, like wrapped up.
I thought we were playing phase 10 for a second.
Okay, now for our dessert, apple crisp. Bennett cooked me. I still had all these cards left and he finished. Time for dishes, thankfully. 2 cups and 2 utensils is all we gotta do for dishes. Simplifies things a bit. So that meal turned out better than we expected, which is always great. It got better as it got hotter, and then anyways, the dessert was excellent. I probably didn't pack quite enough snacks for a 13-year-old boy who's always hungry. The only place you can eat your snacks though is like right here in camp in that building that we were in. You can't take them with you on the hike and walk and stuff, but we will probably go over 9 miles by the end of today, so not having enough snacks was probably
Bad idea.
a mistake. But we were right at like 90 something pounds of our 100 pounds, so we didn't have a lot of extra weight. All right, we made it back to the falls. Lots of fish jumping. That's a good sign. No bears yet.
We saw it.
Spotted our first bear in the distance. Hopefully it'll make its way down here. Whoa, belly flop.
Get that? It's totally stretched.
Yes. This one's frisky. It's like, I am hungry. Oh. We got another bear. Come on, let's go fishing. There's lots of fish up here. fish we saw caught today by a bear, and we wanted to cheer, and then we had to stop ourselves. It's not allowed, but it was so exciting. A little further back. We'll get a fish. They're back. You got this. Got 3 more coming. There. And another one further down. Bears now. They're everywhere right now. But the fish disappeared.
He's gonna go up behind you.
Oh, another one came out, Dad. Another one came out.
Another one.
Is there one back there, Mom?
There's 2 back there.
2 here. There's 2 here.
They're eating that stuff.
2 went up that hill.
4, 6, 7. Gonna go in.
This one's so frisky. Well, this trip to the falls was the best of the day for us.
There's a bear up there.
Where? I don't see it. Oh, yes, I do now. Lots of bears. The mom and baby came out at the end and they climbed a tree to help protect the baby.
They climbed it fast.
Yeah, that baby climbed fast. And then another big bear came out behind it. At one point there were 7 bears. At one point 2 were chasing each other around like they were like siblings fighting, kind of. Oh, yeah. So we're walking on the boardwalk. There's one up there eating on grass. Lots of action. We are very wet though. So we're gonna head back, and it is 8:30 at night. We came out here about 6:30. It's been raining most of the time, so it's getting a little bit chilled. It had lots of action, so. Oh, we were hoping to see the mom and baby come out, but there were too many big bears around. Well, friends, we made it back to camp. Checked on the tent, thankfully. All nice and dry, even with all this rain. Bennett's watch said that we went 24,000 something 100 steps. I'm feeling it. I'm tired.
Everything's loaded. There's a ton of other stuff in there too.
Bennett just hit the mother load of snacks. Best night ever. We quickly realized that one of our favorite parts of spending time in Katmai, whether in camp or on the platforms, was the people that we were meeting. At night, we sat around as people were eating or relaxing and swapped stories from the day. Many people shared their bear encounters from the day or fun trips that they've been on as they've been visiting Alaska. And on this evening, we had a really nice fire prepared by Bennett and Grandpa and swapped stories and realized that the people we met made this trip really memorable. Thanks for coming along today. We hope you enjoyed it. We've got a very different activity tomorrow here in Katmai and can't wait to bring you along. We're gonna go explore a totally different place. Thank you so much for spending time with us. We are so grateful for each and every one of you. And we'll see you again real soon for more of This Alaska Life. Oh my goodness gracious.